Hello, this is Ariadne Rainbird, and today I'm going to be talking about the oak tree, the sacred oak tree spirit, and I'll be saying a prayer to the oak tree spirit and then reading a guided meditation. So if you have any oak trees near you, you might like to do the meditation sitting out by an oak tree. So the oak has the Latin name Quercus robur or Quercus petrea, and its ogham correspondence is Dua. Its planetary correspondences are Jupiter and the Sun, and its elemental correspondences are Earth and Fire. And it corresponds to the months of June and July on the tree calendar. Oak is a climax tree, with oak woodlands growing after the ground has been prepared by pioneer trees such as the birch, the culmination of a succession of plants and trees having preceding the oak's maturation. Oak trees are slow growing and can live to a great age. The English oak, common oak or pedunculate oak can be found all over Britain and Europe. There are about 450 species of oak in the world, with 25 species being native to Europe. Only the sessile oak and the pedunculate oak are native to the north and west of Europe. Much of Europe was once covered in oak woodland, but much has been cleared for agriculture and building. The sessile oak, or Welsh oak, Quercus petrea, is more common in the Welsh uplands and can be distinguished from the English oak by having leaves with long stalks, but acorns that lack stalks. The leaves of the sessile oak have less pronounced lobes than do the leaves of the English oak. Due to its majesty, strength, size and long life, the oak is considered to be the king of trees. Oak symbolises strength, wisdom, endurance and longevity. In the fairy faith in Celtic countries, Evans Wentz calls the oak the holy tree of Europe. The English name oak comes from the Anglo-Saxon ac, but in Irish Gaelic the oak is called dawr, and in Welsh it is derwen or dar, which may be linked to the word druid, the Welsh word for druid itself being derwydd. The Sanskrit word dvara, meaning door, may also be related to words for oak, and has led to oak being considered to be a door to wisdom and the mysteries, and perhaps a doorway to the other world. Oak trees have been held in high esteem by many European cultures, and is often the sacred tree of the major god of the pantheon. In Norse tradition, the oak is sacred to Thor. Donar's oak, also called Thor's oak, was a sacred tree in 7th to 8th century Germany in the Hesse region, which, according to the 8th century text of the Vita Bonifati, the Anglo-Saxon missionary Saint Boniface cut down and used the wood to build a church. Thor, like Jupiter and Zeus, is a god of thunder and lightning, amongst other things, and oak trees are said to be more prone to lightning strikes than are other trees, due to their high water content, and because they're often the tallest tree in their landscape. Oak trees struck by lightning often survive and flourish and are known as lightning oaks. Pieces of wood from lightning trees are thought to bring good luck and are collected to put on houses. The lightning bolt is seen as symbolic of illumination and transformation and adds to the oak's spiritual power. Mistletoe growing on oak trees was seen as particularly sacred and was thought to have been placed there by the gods during a lightning strike. In Christianity, many parishes would have a gospel oak, where the Gospels would be read as part of the beating of the bound ceremonies in the spring. In Glastonbury, England, 2 ancient oaks, the Oaks of Avalon, which are said to be remnants of an ancient processional route to the Tor, and the traditional point of entry to the Isle of Avalon, have been named Gog and Magog, after the giants of the same name, who are said to roam Britain, the last of their race after Brutus and his army slaughtered the race of giants. Gog and Magog are said to be over 2,000 years old. Sadly, Gog has now died and Magog is at the end of her life, but both can still be visited and are the focus of pilgrimage. Crowns of oak leaves were made into crowns during the Roman Republic and were used as the highest military decoration which a citizen could aspire to, the corona civica, and were awarded for standing one's ground in war or for saving fellow citizens. Oak is a strong and durable wood, which has been used in the building of houses and ships. It is also used for long-lasting wood panelling and sturdy furniture. It is an even-grained honey-coloured wood which is attractive for carving and turning. The bark of oak, as well as the acorns, contain tannin used by the leather industry. A brown dye can be made from oak bark and a black dye from the acorns. Ink can also be made from the acorns. A tonic made from the bark was used to treat sores on horses caused by the harness rubbing. Oak has many practical uses. The oak wood is strong and durable and attractive and used to build houses and the prows of ships and furniture. It's also used for wood panelling and for bowls, knives and other items. And it's used in the construction of churches and cathedrals and in the past for building bridges, water breaks and walkways over marshes due to being long-lasting and not rotting easily. Oak wood is impervious to alcohol, so it's been used to make barrels and casks to store alcoholic beverages. Oak bark and acorns contain tannin, used for tanning leather. The bark is also used for dyeing, producing a brown dye, but when mixed with copper can produce a purple colour, and when mixed with salt or tin, a yellow dye. Oak galls can produce a black dye, and gallic and tannic acids from them are used in making ink. Wine can be made from oak leaves, and acorns are used as fodder for animals. A bread can be made from acorn flour, but the acorns need to be boiled repeatedly or soaked for prolonged periods to remove the tannin before being ground into flour. Ready prepared acorn flour can be purchased and makes a gluten-free alternative to wheat flour for those with gluten intolerance. In divination, oak represents strength, steadfastness, durability and protection, as well as knowledge and wisdom. This can mean that these are the qualities that are needed in order to face our current challenges, or that we will find these qualities within us or in a person close to us. The oak also advises us to apply knowledge and wisdom in whatever we do. Oak galls were used in the past by diviners to find out if a child had been bewitched. 3 oak galls were put in a bowl of water beneath the child's cot, and if they floated, the child had not been bewitched, but if they sank, the child was bewitched and would need some help to clear the bewitchment. So I'm now going to read a prayer to the oak tree spirit. Oak tree spirit, storehouse of wisdom, mighty oak tree, with towering strength and nobility, door to the mysteries and secrets untold, life-affirming, powerful and bold, tree of justice and honesty, endurance and longevity, power and compassion, strength and beauty, moral and resistance, honour and duty. Blessed oak spirit, help us connect to the wisdom of ages that you protect. Druid tree of mystery and wonder, sacred to the gods of thunder, help us, oak spirit, to be firm and strong, to keep our resolve in the face of wrong. May we draw on your strength and stability, O noble spirit of the oak tree. So I'll now give the guided meditation. If you're able to, go out to the woods or a park and find a friendly oak tree to meditate with. If not, you can imagine you are sitting in an oak grove. If you have some oak flower essence or oak leaf wine, you can take a small amount. Or make an infusion of oak leaves and drink as a tea, though don't do this if you're lactating or pregnant. Alternatively, hold a piece of oak touchwood or an oak wand. Sit down and relax. Take some deep breaths. Breathe out any stress. Close your eyes. And imagine a white mist forming around you. The mist thickens, obscuring your vision, so all you can see around you is a thick white mist. Rest in the mist as if in a cloud. and allow it to transport you, floating in the cloud, until it lands softly on the ground to the oak grove. And the mist begins to clear. And as the mist clears, you see yourself in an oak grove, feeling calm and peaceful, and feeling the power of the oak trees around you. Be aware of the myriad forms of animal, bird, insect and plant life that each tree supports. And the humus-rich soil that you're standing on, enriched by the oak leaves. Feel the presence and strength of the spirit of the oak. Feeling its hospitality, protection, and nurturing. One of the oaks around you particularly calls to you, and you move towards it, sensing its strong aura as you move into its shade. Breathe in the smell of the air, smelling the loam and the leaves of the oak. Listen to the rustling of the leaves of the trees. Approach your tree and gently touch its bark, feeling the rough texture and connecting with the tree. Then sit with your back resting against the trunk of the tree, feeling its energy in your spine. Imagine that your body is merging with the tree as you extend roots deep into the earth from the base of your spine and legs. Your trunk melding with the trunk of the tree. Stretch up your arms, touching the length of your arms to the tree trunk, and imagining that you are sprouting branches which reach up and merge with the branches of the oak. Feel the energy and the strength and life force of the oak surging through you. Feel yourself drawing up the energy of the earth through your roots and drawing down the energy of the heavens through your leaves and branches. Feel yourself at one with the oak, at one with nature, experiencing the mysteries of nature and of life. Feel yourself filled with the power, wisdom, life force and mystery of the oak. Remain in this union with the oak for as long as you are able. Then begin to draw your roots and branches back into your body and separate yourself once more from the oak tree, bringing back any wisdom or knowledge you have gained, and feeling empowered and energized. Thank the oak and let the image fade. As the white mist encircles you once more, totally surrounding you and obscuring your vision, as it transports you back once more to the mundane world, but knowing that you are bringing the gifts of the oak tree back with you. When the mist has cleared, spend some time reflecting on the experience. Then write it up in your journal or magical diary. And if you have enjoyed this journey and this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And for more information on the sacred trees and the sacred tree calendar, as well as prayers and guided meditations for each of the trees, please check out my book, A Year of Sacred Trees, available on Amazon and Apple Books.